The objective for today is I can solve a subtraction problem with regrouping, drawing base 10 blocks. So yesterday you saw me use the base 10 blocks, and today you're going to join in with me and we're going to draw those base 10 blocks in the hundreds, tens, and ones chart, and we're going to do it with the regrouping. So first, let's review the steps for how we do subtraction. Step 1 is to build the minuend. The minuend is our whole, it's the biggest number, and it comes first in a subtraction problem. Next, we need to take away the subtrahend. The subtrahend is the second number in the subtraction problem, and it is one of the parts. And remember, the most important part is we always take away the ones first. Then we'll take away the tens, and then finally we'll take away the hundreds. And then whatever you are left with, that is your difference. So for this first one, you can just watch me, and then I will have you join in on the next ones. So we're going to try 45 minus 9. And remember, today we are going to draw our base 10 blocks. So when we're drawing those, remember the hundreds are squares, the tens are straight lines, and the ones are little circles or dots. So our first step is to build the minuend. Everybody, which number is the minuend? 45. It's our whole. So let's look at 45. How many hundreds are in 45? 0. How many tens are in 45? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many ones are in 45? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we have built our minuend, our next step is to take away our subtrahend. Point to which number is the subtrahend. 9. And which place value is the 9 in? Is the 9 in the hundreds, the tens, or the ones? 9 is in the ones place value, so that means we are going to take away 9 ones. Do I have enough to take away 9 ones? I do not. So do you remember what to do? We have to go next door and we are going to borrow one of these tens. How many ones does that 10 become? That 10 becomes 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember, this 10 is the same as these 10 ones, so this has to disappear. Now I have enough ones in order to take away 9. So let's take away 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've taken away our 9 ones. Let's see, how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 ones left. Now, do I have any tens to take away? I don't. 9 was just a 1-digit number. So, how many tens do I have left? 1, 2, 3. 3 tens is equal to 30. So our difference is 36. Now I want you to try one with me. So go ahead and build your hundreds, tens, and ones chart. Make sure you make it big enough to leave enough room so that when we're regrouping, we can see all of our drawings. The first problem that we are going to do together is 170 minus 6. So we need to start by building our minuend. Which number is our minuend? 170. So let's start in the hundreds. How many hundreds are there? 100. Remember, that's a square. How many tens are there? 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many ones are there? 0 ones. So step 2 is to take away our subtrahend. And our subtrahend today is just 6. So what place value is that 6 in? Would it be in the hundreds, the tens, or the ones? The 6 is in the ones. One-digit number is always in the ones. So I need to take away 6 ones. But do I have any ones to take away? I don't. So what do we need to do? Yep, let's go next door. We're going to take one of these tens. So I'm going to circle one of them. And I'm going to bring it over into the ones. How many ones do we need to add for that 10? That 10 is equal to 10 ones. So draw 10 ones with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, I like to organize my ones into a tens frame because it helps me keep really organized. Now that I've done my regrouping, I am ready to take away my 6 ones. So cross them out with me. We're going to cross out 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's see, how many ones do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. Now, do I have any tens to take away? I don't, so I just need to count how many tens I have left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens left, and the value of those 6 tens is worth 60. Now remember, you can't count this 10 that's inside this circle because that 10 went next door to make those 10 ones, so we already used it. So you can only count the ones that aren't circled because those were not regrouped. So I am left with 6 tens, and then let's move on to hundreds. Do I have any hundreds to take away? I don't, so I am left with 100. So 170 minus 6 is equal to 164. Let's try another one. Let's try 237 minus 65. So let's start with building our minuend. Go ahead and you build the minuend, pause the video, and then come back and check your answer with me. So for your minuend, you should have built 2 hundreds, 3 tens, and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our next step is to take away our subtrahend. The subtrahend is 65. So how many ones do I need to take away? Go ahead and take those away. You should have taken away 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ones are you left with? Write that down at the bottom. Now let's move on to the tens. How many tens do I need to take away? I need to take away 6 tens. Do I have enough tens to take away 6? I don't, so we have to go next door. Next door to the tens is the hundreds. So I'm going to borrow one of these hundreds. And how many tens does this 100 become? It becomes 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sometimes when I'm doing this method, the tens can be the hardest to figure out because sometimes I draw my lines too close together. So you'll notice how I drew one group of 5 on the top and another group of 5 on the bottom. That helps me spread it out, so that way when I start to cross them out, I don't get confused as much. So make sure, give yourself plenty of space when we're doing this strategy. Now I have enough tens to take away 6. So let's cross off 6 of our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now how many tens do you have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know the value of those 7 tens is 70. The next step is to take away hundreds. Do I have any hundreds to take away? I don't, so that means I am left with just this 100. Remember, this 100 was regrouped, so I can't count that one. So I just have 100. So the difference is 172. Let's do one more together. Go ahead and build your hundreds, tens, and ones chart for this last one. The last problem we're going to do together is 503 minus 186. If you want, go ahead and try this on your own and then come back if you get stuck or if you get all the way through and you need to check your answer. So for 503, we're going to build 5 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need any tens? I don't because I have a 0 in my tens place. But then I do need 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to take away 186. So let's look at our ones. Do I have enough to take away 6 ones? I don't, so we have to go next door. But wait, I don't have anything next door, do I? So that means I have to go all the way over to my hundreds. So I'm going to borrow 100, but I'm not going to take it all the way to my ones because otherwise that would mean that I would have to draw 100 ones, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take my 100 and first just take it right next door to my tens. And my 100 becomes 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can take one of my tens and that can come next door to become 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you got stuck on that step, that's okay because that's a tricky one. If you want to try on your own now, you can pause the video and then go from there. If you want to stay doing it with me, you can also do that. But now I'm still on just that second step and I'm still on taking away my ones. But now I have enough to take away 6 ones. So let's take away 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now count to see how many ones you have left. You should have 7 ones left. Now how many 10s do I need to take away? I need to take away 8 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many 10s do you have left? Just that one, because remember this one was regrouped, so we can't count that. So we just have 1 10 left. Now, how many hundreds do we need to take away? We need to take away 100. So how many hundreds am I left with? 1, 2, 3. 300s. So 503 minus 186 equals 317. Wow, there were a lot of steps in that problem. Awesome job. Your independent practice for today is 4 more subtraction problems. I want you to draw the base 10 blocks for all 4 of these problems. When you are finished, after each one, make sure I want to see the numbers down here at the bottom of the hundreds, tens, and ones chart, but I also want to see the answer up here on the line. So make sure when you're regrouping, you circle the 10, move it over to the ones, and all of that. I need to see all of your steps when you're doing this. It's really important to try and stay nice and organized because otherwise this method can get a little bit confusing. Please turn it in when you finish.